I'm just gonna mulch the strawberries a little bit, because when I planted them I simply removed the grass that was on top, and I just loosened the soil to place the strawberries, but I haven't mulched them, and that area is in danger of weeds, because when soil is bare it needs to regenerate, and it does that by allowing weeds to come up to help the soil not be bare, basically. So by mulching I will help the soil, and not as many weeds will come up, hopefully. So yeah, this is how it looks now. And this is the soil. I just took it from the pathway, and this is pretty good loose mulch, basically, like leaves and decomposed organic matter. So let's do this. We have this beautiful strawberry here. I'm just gonna cover the area around it where it would otherwise grow weeds. And hopefully lots of more strawberries will come up here, because there won't be any competition with the weeds. Otherwise the competition would be pretty fierce, I think. So yeah, there's rocks as well, but I'll leave them here. So yeah, this is basically what I'm gonna do to this whole area, but yeah, I'm gonna probably put a bit more, just making sure not to cover the plants. Okay, be back in a few moments. So this is basically where I'm taking the mulch. Took it from that pile for the other areas. But yeah, I'm basically scraping the soil from the past and filling the bucket. This soil is not seed free, but that's okay, since I wasn't able to find wood chips. I don't really want to buy too much compost, so I'm gonna try to use as much soil from our garden as I can, as possible, because this is what I have. And actually I think this is a good idea. Just try to use what you have before going to buy stuff. One, because you don't really know what's in that soil, even if you read the labels. The best thing is when you know what's in it, because you've taken it from your property. Obviously this is a new place for us, so we don't know exactly what's in here, but I suspect it's basically organic material, and I'm sure I'll find glass and other stuff, as I've been finding so far, but I don't think there's any chemicals that were put in here. It's just basically organic material from the front lawn that's been maintained along the years. My neighbor cut the grass for the previous owner and brought it here, basically, so all this is natural. Okay, I'm gonna carry on that. I think I need a few more buckets because I want to mulch that area a bit more around it. So this is how it looks now after I applied 4 buckets of mulch, I think. 4 buckets, about 4 buckets, I think. So yeah, you can see the strawberries there. you can see how thick it is. It's not very thick, but I think it's still good to stop the grass from growing. And you may wonder, well, when the weeds come up, especially if you've taken this sort of mulch which has some seeds in it, well, yes, if left like this, in time weeds will take over. But the idea is to plant here, and we've already have the 3 strawberries, which already have a head start compared to the other seeds on the ground, basically, right? We have the grass here, obviously it's in competition, but with this mulch it will stop, or at least slow down, the growth of the grass. And some people put like cardboard underneath before applying the mulch or the compost, and others put plastic or whatever that they say it's breathable. But I think that's a really bad practice, because after a while that plastic will break, or breathable material, whatever kind of stuff it is, it will break and it will need replacing. But this is organic material, and if used, yes, we will have to reapply mulch, but the idea is to build the soil, to make the soil healthy, to feed the soil, because the soil is hungry, and when left bare as it was before, when I removed the grass to plant the strawberries, as I said, it feels the need to cover the soil and to protect itself. So by applying the mulch, this will decompose in time and very quickly. This layer is very thin, but it will be better than applying like a plastic material or whatever it is. And even with the cardboard, while that will decompose, and I'm probably gonna use some cardboard around here, because I have some and I don't want to just throw it in the rubbish. I just can use it because it will decompose eventually. I also saw a lady saying that cardboard is not that great actually, because it stops the grass from growing and whatever it is, but also what's underneath, it's affected as well. So we're not only stopping the grass when we put that layer of cardboard and plastic and whatever, we're basically almost killing everything underneath. All the worms and stuff like that, they suffer. They have to go find other areas to feed themselves. So in my opinion, and from the research I've been doing, other people who are doing permaculture and this kind of gardening and food forests, this is very good because it's organic and it feeds the whole system. And these strawberries in time will grow and they will spread runners, and they'll multiply basically, and they'll cover this area. And if by then grass keeps coming, we can plant something else. So basically it shades the grass. So yeah, that's my reasoning for doing this. I think it will work, because if you will have grass, it's not like it's a completely it offers complete protection by mulching, but it slows the grass, and it's like natural selection basically. If the strawberries are already shading the earth underneath, grass won't have such a easy time to come up. You know, if you've seen a strawberry bed, how much it covers. So you know, and I'm probably gonna plant maybe some flowers I've ordered as well. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. Please think before using plastic, because you think it's maybe quicker. It might be quicker momentarily, but just think about having to go in the garden and picking all that plastic after a while. It's left all over the ground in the garden. It's terrible in my opinion. So yeah, while this, for example, I haven't mowed the grass in ages, this will, I will maybe cut it, or if I have enough mulch, I'll cover the areas I want to plant edible things. But if not, the grass will die and decompose if I cover it with stuff. So it's not that necessary. It's not that, like, it doesn't look very maintained. It looks a bit wild, but it feeds the soil. It will feed the soil in time. So anyway, now I'm kind of rambling. I hope you get the idea what I'm trying to do here, and I hope you'll do this sort of thing and think before going to purchase plastic or whatever kind of material that's not organic and it will not decompose. Thank you so much for watching. One more thing I forgot to mention, I did yesterday. Basically I had collected food scraps in the kitchen, in the bucket, not that one, but anyway. And since we don't have a compostable area at the moment, we don't have an area designated for composting, we haven't built one yet, but we will in time. I decided to remove some of the mulch aside, and I've emptied the bucket here with the food scraps and I covered it, and in time that will decompose. I had another one there, actually, let me show you. So I previously emptied the buckets here, and you can probably still see some of the potato peels and onions and stuff. But yeah, I had left it like that, and I thought that might not be very good for the birds. So I just covered it with a little bit of soil I picked from there, from underneath here, mulch that's basically leaves and material that's fallen down in time, and it's quite thick, so I might use more from here. And I just put it here, covered this area a bit. We might make the compost bins here in time, we will see. But yeah, in the meantime I've been dumping it here, and yeah, that's what I was thinking, that it's good to cover them with a little bit of soil. And yeah, that's basically what I've done there as well. I thought it will work quite well. You can see a bit more from here. I think it looked like a pile. It was a bigger pile a few days ago, but I started using the mulch to cover the raspberry beds. The raspberries there I have shown you in the previous video, and the elders I planted, and other beings like that. So yeah, I think it's good. Can use that in time, because as I said, why go to buy compost when we have all this material? Basically this is like a little forest, right? So we know, we've learned in school, at least I did, that's what they used to teach when I was in school, that the soil underneath the forest canopy is the healthiest soil, because it produces a lot of material. All the trees, when they in the autumn, when their leaves fall down, and all the dried branches that fall on the soil and decompose, that's all organic material that worms and other beings underneath feed themselves with. So yeah, I thought using that from the garden, even with the risk of the other plants being planted all over, I'm gonna do this since I don't have like mulch, which would have been cleaner and without other seeds. Yeah, it's a lot of space to cover there, and since we live in a more remote area, not many tree surgeons work around here. So yeah, basically all this, you can see the path. This area is raised a bit because of all the material that's been collected in time. all these honeyberries. I can't wait. So yeah, these honeyberries, by the way, they're having a good life here, I think, because the ground was really rich. The ground, not really ground, because it's a lot of mulch and great material. So yeah, this is my advice for you. I'm not like I've only been doing this for a little while, but I've been watching lots of videos of people who've been doing this for years, and that's what I've been learning. So I hope you can take something useful from my video. If you have enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and if you really enjoyed it, and if you just want to support me, please consider buying me a coffee. Links are in the description at this video, where you can find information about my upcoming book project. I'm trying to produce another book in the coming years. It's called Arthur Finn Decides to Go, story about fears, friends and forgiveness. You can read the story at the link below. And yeah, if you wish to support the project or just support me, you can read the information there, read the stories if you like it. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Look at all the cows in the distance. Another beautiful day in southwest Scotland near Wigtown, Scotland's national book town. Thank you for watching. Bye.